Ooh.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for watching our presentation. My name is Kaya.
My name's Gaddafi.
My name is Jermaine Holloway.
And my name is Morgan Jennings.
And today our team will be presenting a strategic PR campaign for Unknown, a clothing brand currently facing accusations of greenwashing. We'll walk through the strategic model step by step and explain how our plan restores trust, strengthens the brand's long-term reputation.
So, to begin, we conducted background research to understand both the fashion industry and recent greenwashing controversies. We reviewed articles about lawsuits involving brands like Shell, Nike, and HM, which helped us to understand how serious sustainability misrepresentation can be from both a public and legal standpoint. We also looked at Vogue businesses to learn how sustainability trends shape consumer expectations today. For our client, we would recommend doing mixed method research, such as surveys, social listening, and competitor analysis to understand audience concerns and expectations before developing new sustainability messaging.
Okay, for our situational analysis, our situational analysis shows that Unknown has positioned itself as an eco-friendly clothing brand, but however, a recent impact study revealed that these environmental claims weren't backed by evidence. So as a result, consumer trust has then dropped, negative conversations are growing online, and the brand's credibility is at risk. The core PR problem is that audiences no longer trust the brand's sustainability messaging. So, to better understand where Unknown stands, we compare the brand with industry competitors. Brands like Patagonia and Everlane maintain strong reputations because they provide transparent, verifiable sustainability information. Meanwhile, companies caught greenwashing, such as Nike and H&M, show us exactly how public trust can erode. This comparison highlights that transparency, not perfection, is what audiences value the most. From our SWOT analysis, we learned that Unknown has strengths like high brand recognition and a loyal customer base. However, the major weaknesses is the loss of credibility. Opportunities include the increasing demand for sustainable fashion and partnerships with environmental organizations. Threats include legal action, media scrutiny, and competition from brands with verified sustainability practices. These insights help guide our strategic decisions.
So for our SMART goals, we wanted things that are clear and easy to track. First, we want to get 25% more positive comments and reactions about the brand on social media within 6 months. That tells us if people are starting to trust the brand again. Next, we want a 15% increase in engagement on the new sustainability page in the first 3 months. If people are clicking and reading, we know they're paying attention. We also want to release a real sustainability report that's checked by an outside group within 4 months. That proves everything we're saying is legit. And last, we want to raise overall trust by 20% by the end of the campaign. All of these goals help us reach our main purpose, which is to rebuild trust and show real transparency.
So our primary audience is mostly Gen Z and millennial consumers who value authenticity and sustainability. Secondary audiences include ethical fashion, influencers, journalists, advocacy groups, and previous customers who may feel misled internally. Employees and supply chain partners also require clear unified messaging to ensure consistency. So our messaging centers are on transparency, honesty, and forward movement. Instead of promoting vague eco-friendly claims, we want Unknown to communicate progress. measurable goals, and accountability. The brand's tones will be humbled and data driven, reassuring audiences that transparency is not perfection, but it's the priority. So, to bring our messaging to life, our strategies focus on rebuilding credibility. So, first, we emphasize transparency by openly sharing supply chain information and releasing verified sustainability data. Second, we strengthen the relationship with stakeholders through briefings, partnerships, and community engagements. Third, we reposition the brand's identity around honesty and measurable improvement. So using the PESO model, we combined paid messaging, earned media opportunities, shared social content, and owned platforms to unify our communication. For our tactics, we included launching a full sustainability transparency page. So creating a behind the scene video series and hosting a live Q&A session where audiences can directly ask questions about the brand's environmental efforts. And we also recommended a recycling and a garment take back program, updating product labeling to remove vague terminology, and releasing a third-party verified sustainability report. So these tactics can help shift perceptions through action, not just messaging. And then to measure the campaign's success, we use the KPIs such as changes in social media, sentiment increases in website engagement, media coverage tone, and the influencer partnerships. And we will also track sustainability reports downloads and conduct follow-up surveys to evaluate changes in trust and brand's perception.
Our timeline spans 6 months. The first 2 months focus on auditing, planning, and updating brand messaging. Months 3 and 4 center on releasing new content and pushing out our PESO strategy. By months 5 and 6, we will evaluate results, adjust the messaging as needed, and prepare long-term sustainability communication plans.
Our budget is simple and straight to the point. The biggest cost is the sustainability audit, which is 15,000. That's the part that tells us what needs fixing. Then we have 10,000 for the transparency video series, since that's a big part of our rebuilding trust. Influencer partnerships are 8,000. The website redesign is 5,000, and the paid social ads are another 5,000, so we can actually reach people. And then finally, printed labels and materials are 3,000. So in total, the whole campaign costs about 46,000. It's enough to make a real impact without going overboard. And so for long-term steps, we focus on what will keep the brand honest and consistent. First, the company should update their sustainability report every year, not just once. They should also build long term partnerships with NGOs so they have real guidance and accountability. We recommend keeping a transparency first mindset in all branding so nothing feels hidden or misleading. We also suggest creating an internal review group to check marketing claims before they go out. That prevents another greenwashing issue. And finally, they should invest more in real sustainable materials and run consumer trust surveys twice a year to see how people feel. These steps help the brand stay trustworthy long after this campaign ends.
These are the sources that informed our campaign. We relied on both industry research and real-world case studies to make sure our strategy plans aligns with current PR best practices. Thank you. We are 7 Strategies.